Hey guys, welcome back to the Flushed Cast. I'm the good.
No, you're not.
I am the bad.
And our guest
And
here is
I guess I'm the ugly. Hi, I'm Diabolical.
he's our editor for the Flushed Cast. First time having it on.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you, guys. I love this movie, and it's nice that I can join you for today.
So today we're covering the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
So let's do overall opinions.
Good movie.
Good movie.
Amazing movie. Amazing.
Yes.
Best movie. Best
Yeah.
movie. Best movie.
Okay.
They were better.
I mean, I'd say that Crowman, our sponsor for today's episode, is a better movie. But
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Indeed.
Productions released a new film recently. Did you see that? Yamcha?
Mortal Friendship.
Yeah, it's a Mortal Kombat. I guess short film, I guess.
We should put this at the end, so since we're technically
Yeah.
sponsored by them.
Technically. Yeah, we got connections.
Yes.
Right.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly dates back to 1966 when it was released. The runtime is 161 minutes, and the certification is 18, understandably.
I'm 15.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
I'm 17.
Oh god.
Oh no. We illegally watched a movie. Oh no. So, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, obviously set in the Southwest during the Civil War. We follow Blondie, Clint Eastwood, and the outlaw Tuco, which is played by Ali Welk. During the movie, they have an interesting friendship, if you remember. What do you think about their friendship, boys?
It was
I don't know if I'd call it a friendship.
it was like I don't know.
A mutual
I mean-
hate, which...
Yeah, the only reason Tuco kept Blondie alive was because he knew the name on the grave. So
Yeah. Well, obviously, those two form a form of partnership after Clint Eastwood comes to take the bounty on his head. He hands him in multiple times throughout the movie, in which he shoots him down so that he can get the money back again.
Yeah. And then they
Come on.
oh, so Blondie leaves Tuco, and then Tuco finds Blondie and makes him his slave in a way, and just makes him walk
Yes,
across the
master.
desert.
yeah.
Yes, master. Let me do it for you. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, senpai.
Well, leading up to that, Blondie's shot of the rope and the noose on their last little escapade didn't go so well, which made Tuco extremely angry.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So Mr. Blondie was like, fuck you, and made him walk across the desert on his own,
Yeah.
which did not make Tuco very happy. So he swore to find him and kill him,
Yes.
in which we then see that he makes Blondie go across the desert without water and a hat. So we see him get very burnt, because he's a crispy white man.
Yeah. And then on their journey, they come across a wagon, whatever, with some Confederate soldiers,
Oh yeah.
and
Many dead.
yeah, and most of them are dead except for one guy. This guy is what's his name? Bill Carson. Bill Carson.
That's yeah. Isn't that's the name he's going by? Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And Bill Carson knows where this
Gold.
Stash of huge money of
big
gold is.
big Bobucks
Big cash. Big cash money.
Digicoin.
all the Bitcoin. $200,000 in Bitcoin, which today would be worth
20 Bitcoin.
200,000 in gold. Considered if they cashed it into money, would be worth 5 million today. If they kept it in gold, it would be roughly 50 million, assuming all the gold's at least 18 carats.
How much?
Quite
how many Bitcoin would that be?
Bitcoin. Let's see. I'm not sure if there's a value for Bitcoin in 1862. So I'm not sure if we can really.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you can really work that one out.
So then Bill Carson tells Tuco what graveyard, and then while Tuco is getting some water for Bill, Blondie comes and he just gets the name on what gravestone it is, and so that basically just sets up
the movie.
The movie, yeah.
But first, we should talk about the bad until we continue further.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bad. He's introduced. He goes to this family's house and asking about Bill Carson. Well, he doesn't know that he's called that yet, but yeah.
Yeah, he finds out Bill Carson's new name, which is Bill Carson. It was Johnny, right? Beforehand.
Jackson something, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
And obviously, Angel Eyes was paid to kill this Jackson, and find the name. Also, he was not aware yet of the money which could have been obtained from this mission. But in interrogating his target for the name, he admitted the amount of cash which he could have, in which his target then paid him to kill the person who wanted him to be killed. But Angel Eyes' only honor is that he'll always do the mission he's paid for. So he kills him, and then he goes to the person that was meant to give him money to kill him, because why not, I guess.
Yeah.
He's an interesting man.
Yes. Very.
So, well, the very opening of the film is three men try and capture Tuco at a like bar, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, he bursts out the window.
Yeah.
And Blondie's introduced to us by him picking up Tuco on the desert.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think one of the good things about this movie is that most of the movies at the time were very easy and glorifying the Confederate.
Mm-hmm.
With this movie, this movie didn't do that. It was quite. It wasn't like heavy either side. It was just like it just showed that each side was in pain.
It's anti-war just in general. Yeah.
Yeah, it showed both sides are in pain. They were just outlaws at the end of the day. They didn't really play any side. I think that's a pretty good notable thing. It probably helps that it was made by an Italian, not an American.
Yeah.
Was the original language Italian or English?
Well, it's English because Clint and all, but it was directed by an Italian man.
And all the extras, well, not even extras, like just other people other than the main three are talking in Italian, I think.
Yes, a lot of them were talking in Italian. You can hear the voiceover sometimes. Some of them were still American, and they did multiple takes for like each language. But it's just
you can kind of tell that it's being dubbed over when
sometimes,
you look at it.
The audio mix in the movie's done quite well for the time, but like you can tell sometimes it's a bit off, a bit delayed, whatever.
Yeah.
When I watched it on DVD though, I didn't notice that, so I think the digital release got it a bit wrong. They kind of fucked it up. I think where they were virtualizing it, they did it a bit wrong, and it sounds a bit worse as well than if you watch it on like a speaker or a surround sound system.
I've only seen it on the Blu-ray, so it sounds fine to me.
I watched. I rented it, and it was the audio was a little off, but
yeah, it's not made for headphones. It's made. They didn't virtualize the audio for some reason, which would have been it's not that hard to do, but I guess it just didn't bother.
I listened to it with surround sound, and it sounded really nice, actually.
Nice. Okay, so
just a general point about the movie, like I think the scope of it is really good. Like how much I don't know how, like, it's a very big movie. Like there's a lot happening in every shot, and it must have taken a lot of organization and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Especially in the scenes near the bridge nearer to the end.
Oh yeah, that's the blowing up of the bridge. They had to film that twice.
Really?
Sergio loves second takes. He likes lots of many takes. So they had to do that twice.
Yeah.
It's quite fucking funny.
A lot of the long takes in that part must have been quite hard to pull off, since there's so much happening.
The amount of extras in the shot, like, that must take it a hell of a lot of organization.
Sergio was also very dedicated in getting historical accuracy.
Oh yeah.
As well as he could.
Yeah.
It was quite cool.
Yeah.
I like the scene where they just steal the stretcher.
Yeah.
And then they just
like no one's gonna notice this huge like barrel of fucking explosives on it. This little box of explosives.
I like how they just dumped the guy off of the stretcher.
Stealth 100. That was a good moment. Also, when they were rigging up the bridge to explode, like they got the fuse so wet, like so many times, like, that would not have blown up.
There's also like when they are escaping from the river, and they you see how fast the wick is being ignited, and somehow they got all the way out of the lake and up on the hill, but it still hasn't gone off.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
So where did we get up to in the plot?
Well, we covered how both of them discovered the gold.
So
then now Blondie knows. Blondie knows the name on the grave. Tuco takes him to a place to get healed.
Because he needs to know that name. In which Tuco tries many attempts of getting the name out of him by being a bit sneaky.
And all he got in return was coffee in the face.
You're going to die, Blondie. And motherfucker's like, no, I'm not. What the fuck are you on about? He's like, I ain't deaf. I heard what the priest said.
And there's the scene with his brother, Tuco's brother.
That was quite. That was actually really well. That was actually a pretty good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Speaking of Tuco, I really like how he just does the sign of the cross, or he just like throws his fingers around at the end.
He just goes, yeah. Just like just a random cross. Hoping you'll get it right.
I really like the scene where it's a bit earlier in the film. It's after Blondie has left Tuco in the desert. When he gets back into town and he makes his gun. I think that's
really
cool to watch.
he just breaks apart a load of different like guns and puts together what is just like it's just a normal Colt gun. I think it's Colt Navy.
I love when he.
Yes.
I love when he puts the open sign or closed sign in the shopkeeper's mouth.
Yeah. That was good.
I love how fed up the shopkeeper is.
Yeah, he's like...
He's not particularly scared or anything, he's just...
He's like, it's happened before, he's like, oh, not again. God damn it. Anything else?
So... next up is when they get captured by the Union.
Captured by the Yankees.
Yankees.
Yeah, they think that people coming towards them are on the side of the uniform they're wearing, but they're not.
Yeah, and they're just covered in dust.
Yeah.
Of course, Clint and Ellie are not meant. Their characters aren't meant to actually be Confederates. They're just disguised to try to get past the enemy lines, but it didn't work very well.
No,
because it ended up that the Yanks must have captured that area and were coming through, and they hadn't have realised.
Wouldn't the smart thing to do not to be wear either uniform?
Yeah, but it's like you have some areas would require military rank to get through, I'd assume. It would be better to
I guess, yeah.
have one or the other uniform, but it didn't work very well, clearly.
Yeah, it didn't really pay off. So yeah, then they get taken to a POW camp where they run into Angel Eyes.
Yeah. Who knows of their treachery, I guess. What they're doing. They know they captured Bill Carson. They know what Bill Carson was up to, and they know that they're heading the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ellie gets beat the shit out of, or Tuco, I should say. He gets to beat the shit out of for the name.
That's a really good scene, I think, with the music and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the
playing
music, where the guy stops because he knows what's going. He knows he's done it so many times before, and he knows what happens in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Quite sad.
All the extras in this have really interesting faces, I noticed.
I think this is everyone from the 60s.
It's just there's no. Usually in a film, it's like all the extras are just kind of normal looking people, but in this, just a wide range.
A wide range of different
Weird ass looking people.
Yeah.
Yes, looking at this, what the fuck.
So, after Angel Eyes is done with Tuco, Tuco admits that Blondie knows the
name of the grave.
The grave, yeah. And then...
But obviously, Angel Eyes... Although technically, this film is really confusing, because it's technically a prequel, but it's also not a prequel, because that would mean Lee Van Cleef couldn't have been in the Fist of Dollars part, because this movie's technically a trilogy, but, you know...
The way I look at it is, Lee Van Cleef's playing a different character in A Few Dollars More and in this, but Clint Eastwood's the same guy.
Well, I don't understand, it's like, but that doesn't make sense also, because fucking Clint has this fucking $50 million of gold now. Why would he go back to being an outlaw? You know, he'd be...
I don't know, maybe he lost it, I guess.
Yeah, it's very confusing. I'm not sure. It's not very they don't really show the timeline, how it works or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the only you get like in the timeline of the first two, whenever the first two films take place is kind of vague as well. So
yeah, because all we know, these cannot be related films technically. It's just the outfit is the only thing that ties them together.
Yeah.
It's basically this.
Have you seen I assume you've seen the other two.
Yeah, I've seen the other two. They're great as well.
Yeah, same.
I have
This
not.
is the best one, which is why it's usually viewed as like just on its own. Most people don't. You don't need the other movies to watch this one. That's probably why. They're probably designed to be like that as well.
Well, you don't really need. You can watch just one of them, and you don't need the other two.
No,
I think.
Yeah.
I think this is by far the best. I think for A Fistful of Dollars, that's pretty good, and I think For a Few Dollars More is great, but this is just on another level, I think.
Yeah, they're brilliant movies.
Although I've watched Sergio Leone's other western, Once Upon a Time in the West, and I have to admit I didn't really care for that one. I don't know if you've seen it.
I'm yet to watch that one. I think
it just that I don't know. It may just be that these have Clint Eastwood, who's very like charismatic and everything.
The thing is, like, he's much like some of the other actors. Like, he's got bad things. Like, he's technically not really like a brilliant actor. He's just got the charisma to be an actor. There's lots of actors that are like that.
He just brings something to these that I don't think Once Upon a Time in the West has really.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad film or anything. I just don't like it really as much as these.
He's much like Sean Connery, because Sean Connery, like, you know, he's not like that great of an actor, but he just had the charisma. He could play any character and still be good.
Yeah,
it's like American, Scottish accent. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. He's just kind of similar thing that Clint Eastwood has. He just made it work.
Arnold's like that as well. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
a pretty bad actor, but he's
just got the charisma that just makes it good somehow. It's quite good. I like actors like that a bit more, actually, because it just makes it good for some reason. I enjoy that.
Yeah. Right. Where were we up to in the plot?
So then Angel Eyes gets to Blondie to come in and takes him with him to find the grave.
What's it called? Angel Eyes doesn't beat up Blondie, mostly because he just has this. He has this. Blondie has this aura around him, in which he kind of knows he wouldn't tell him, even if they killed him.
Yeah.
So he just takes him with him instead. Which is also a weird thing. That makes you think that he knows him, but it's like from a fistful of dollars. But it's confusing.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Although, is it... Because earlier when they first get to the prison, Tuco says like, "Oh, isn't that Angel Eyes?" And like,
yeah, they know.
They haven't really been established to know each other before, so that's kind of
Yeah, it's very. It's the movie. Like, it doesn't ruin it. It's just that's like something they could have filled in a bit more. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing. Yeah.
Well, obviously we see Blondie go with Angel Eyes, and we see Tuco go with the big man. I can't remember his name now.
Was it like Wallace or something?
I think it was something like that. Yeah.
I think that sounds right. Yeah.
To take him to a prison, I believe.
Yeah, on the train, but then they jump off.
But Tuco has other ideas. Tuco has other ideas. He doesn't particularly like the idea of going to prison.
Yeah.
So he tricks Mr. Wallace into jumping off a train, in which he smashes his head against a rock multiple times in order to erase him.
Yeah. And then he gets ran over by a train.
Yeah, he puts him on the train tracks to remove the cuffs. Yeah, which is I love. I mean, scene.
The gun was right there. He could have shot them off, but yeah.
It wasn't working. It was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah. I like the comedy behind that. He's like, because he was reaching for the gun inside the train, but it wouldn't have worked anyway, even if he did get it.
Did he try and shoot the gun then? Because I remember he tried to bash it with the gun.
Yeah, he tried to shoot it, then it wasn't working. So he tried to smash it with the gun.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't working either. So he's like, train track.
You know.
How long was he waiting for that train? Because they can't.
Yeah, I know. He was asleep. He was asleep, and he's like, "Oh, here it is."
So like after this scene, like why didn't they take Tuco's gun at the prison? Because he has it after.
No, because he took the big guy's gun.
Oh.
But he was jammed up.
Yeah. But. After. How?
But then he has his gun when he's in that when you see him arrive in that town near the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have found a gun. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't make sense really. I think he took that gun. He must have cleaned it out probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It must have just got jammed up with all the dust from jumping off and stuff.
We missed that scene earlier where Blondie's cleaning his gun and Tuco surprises him and.
Oh yeah, that's a really cool scene.
Oh yeah,
that's a really cool scene. I love that one. Yeah, well, obviously Tuco finds a cave after he gets his new gun, and he finds his old crew. I guess.
Yeah.
And then they die immediately.
Because Blondie's too good. He hears them coming.
I think Tuco was just using them as a distraction. Really.
He was using them as a distraction, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he had any intentions of keeping them alive anyway.
Yeah.
He's quite the ugly character, as you would say. Oddly, in the Italian release, Tuco is the bad and Angel Eyes is the ugly. Which is
really?
Yeah.
That doesn't really make sense.
They changed it around because it just makes more sense for English audiences, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, either one could be the bad, but Angel Eyes at least has some sort of like code, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense that he'd be the ugly.
Angel Eyes is such a cool character. He's got this weird honor, which is not honorable at the same time. It's like you'll always see his job through, but he doesn't mind killing you if the person he just went to kill paid you to kill him. It's like I work it out. Money is money.
Right, so then Blondie meets up with Tuco again in a town.
Yeah,
then they go and kill the people that
they go and kill the people who have
that Angel Eyes with, and this is the point I got up to in the movie. So the rest of it's a bit foggy for me.
yeah. So after that, obviously, the Baz leaves a nice note for them, which calls them idiots, which Tuco isn't very good at reading. And then Blondie has the great comeback of, "This letter's for you."
Yeah, then they run into the soldiers.
Yes, on the way to the graveyard, they come across a wall which has happened over was it a Colorado River? So the river to Colorado or something like that.
I like.
Yeah, both sides want control of a bridge.
I like how when they're captured, the Union just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All their bandits are in the shot.
Yeah.
So then there's that like drunk guy, who's the general.
Yeah, there's the drunken captain.
Captain, yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. And then he dies, or something. He doesn't die, but he's injured.
Yeah, he's injured, and after that happens, I guess Tuco and Blondie have this feeling of that they should blow up the bridge for him because he's on his it was something he really wanted to happen before he died.
And also that will get the soldiers to
leave, it would help them
cross.
It would help them cross, but it was also part of like they wanted to just do something nice for him. I guess they had a level of respect for him. I guess.
Yeah.
It was like the captain's like he just not scared of all the bombs that drop around him. He's like, yeah, I'm used to this shit. Fuck you. He's just constantly drunk, so he has no awareness of if he could die or not. It was he was a really cool character.
Yeah.
And as we talked about already, they somehow rig up the bridge to explode, even though the fuse is completely wet, and they would have not been able to make it away from the bridge in time, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But
then they blow up the bridge, which is a very good looking effect.
It was really nice. I like how they had to record that twice. It's brilliant. They had to do that twice. Like the amount of work that went to that one little fridge.
What budget did this have? Because
I don't know.
It's
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good. The bad and ugly.
1.2 million.
Damn. Back then, that's a lot, though.
Yeah.
US what year did this come out?
1960.
1966. And it was recorded in 1964, I believe is when it was recorded.
64, so 1964, 1.2 million.
I'd assume it's probably about 5 million or something like that. Maybe. Be much more
10 million today.
10 million, yeah. It's pretty low budget in the grand scheme of movies.
Yeah, like they used that budget to the fullest.
Yeah, A Fistful of Dollars only had a $200,000 budget. Yeah. And then
although you can kind of tell with that film that it's quite low budget.
Winter Time in the West though has 5 million, which
in nowadays money or in then
back then even.
Oh, okay.
And considering it wasn't really
a bit higher budget.
Yeah. But considering it's not better, it's a bit of a waste.
I've still got to see Leone's like other like iconic film Once Upon a Time in America. I still need to see that.
And that one's a Robert De Niro one, right?
Yeah.
Sergio was a really good director. He died. I think he died the same year.
Films, didn't he?
He died the same year Lee Van Cleef did, didn't he?
I
always forget how this.
1989. So.
Yeah. He was actually a bit younger. Yeah.
All three of the leads in this are really they have really good charisma and they have good chemistry, I think.
Yeah, really well.
Right, so they blow up the bridge, then they continue their search for the cemetery.
Where Blondie finds his famous poncho.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. He finds like a soldier, and he gives him a cigar.
He gives him his jacket and a cigar for his final minutes, I guess. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice scene, I guess. Shows that he.
Then you get him in the poncho for the first time in the film.
Yeah, it's just funny because that's his most famous outfit, and he only wears it for the last like 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. Then he shoots a cannon at Tuco.
And
who then
he's
finds
away.
the cemetery, which then I think this next bit's the best scene in the film. With the Ecstasy of Gold playing.
The Ecstasy of Gold. I love that song. It's so good.
Which I'm going to go on record saying that's the best piece of film score.
The score in this movie's great.
It's probably one of the best things I'd say about this movie.
The main theme for this movie is like a mashup of all of the other songs from the score. I think it's a mix of Instrumento and the trio and Marcia. It's just mashed up together.
I think
it's pretty cool.
The songs, the main theme from this is arguably that's probably the most iconic part of it. Like,
yeah, it's one of those iconic songs ever. It's weird.
I think the Ecstasy of Gold is the best piece of film music. I think in any film.
My favorite from this film is Escape on a Horse.
Escape on a Horse.
I'd have to look up what that piece was.
I think I got the actual full soundtrack because it was like £3.99. I was like, may as well.
Diabolical is such a good composer.
Oh yeah. What other films have you?
He did the Dollars trilogy. He did. I think he did Once Upon a Time in the West. He did The Thing, surprisingly.
Oh.
That's the main things I've seen him from.
This movie isn't even filmed in America, is it? It's all filmed in parts of it were filmed on Italy's set, and then most of it's filmed in Spain.
Oh.
Spain, I think, yeah.
Because obviously, even in the 1960s, lots of America was just built up by then. There wasn't very many like Western-looking towns.
Yeah.
And I think that's to the film's benefit because there's a really good. The aesthetic of these are really good, like spaghetti westerns.
A lot of desert. It was very nice.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a western and spaghetti western?
Spaghetti westerns were made and produced in like
Spain.
Italy and Spain.
Or it's at least directed by like a Spanish or Italian person, etc.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it spaghetti. It's a bit, but yeah. Can we also talk about how Eddie Wolk would be like reamed today for playing Tuco, because obviously he was a white man playing, but he was playing a Mexican. It's just funny. I mean, it's not like anything like really that bad about it. He wasn't like an overly racist character or anything, but
it wasn't. Yeah.
But it's just funny. Like, people were probably a bit like a bit dodgy with that. It's like, shouldn't he have done that really? But like, I think he betrayed the character really well.
Yeah.
I
don't think I've seen him in much else really.
No, this is the most iconic movie. So.
What else? He was in The Third Godfather apparently. That's the only really. I was in The Magnificent Seven. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But this is definitely his most iconic thing. They get Tuco finds the grave. I can't remember what the name is.
I like how Blondie just waits for him to find the grave and just sits back and just waits for him to run around for hours looking for it. And then he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then Tuco starts digging up the grave, which then, when Angel Eyes comes,
Blondie finds him.
What?
What's the line he says? I'm trying to think of the line. He's like, "In this world there are men with guns and those who dig," or something like that.
You
dig.
Yeah.
You dig.
He does that later, though. That's after.
You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns and those who dig. You dig. It's pretty good. I enjoyed that a lot.
So
yeah.
after.
Then they have the like iconic standoff
Oh yeah.
between the three of them.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah. Angel Eyes is killed, and Blondie makes Tuco dig up the grave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it was an I can't remember what the name he said was, but it's an unmarked name next to this other grave. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was the unknown grave next to the grave which had the name. Clint told Tuco.
Yeah.
Bit sneaky of him.
And then after Tuco gets all the gold out, he looks up and he sees a what do you call it? A noose. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In which he is in for a good few minutes as Blondie rides away into the sunset.
Yeah, they split it up.
Tuco's very angry at him, but we see that he comes back and shoots him down just as a little memento, as what they used to do before.
Mm-hmm.
All this shit happened. It was quite funny.
But he makes sure he's out of range though, so he can't like
come back at her. He's like, "Yeah, I'll shoot you down."
Just love how.
And they're both rich.
After all that Tuco has done to Blondie, he still gives him half of the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blondie, you son of a bitch. At the end.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's the plot. Any other just general thoughts about the film?
I think we should do an acapella of one of the songs.
Oh God, no.
Let's do the main theme.
Stop.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Can we just say like how anyone that sings this song doesn't sound good, unless it's that random guy. Have you seen that video of the guy with the guitar in the hair salon or whatever doing?
I've seen that.
That's really good.
He's amazing.
He's so good. He does like the trumpet sounds with his mouth
perfectly.
As well.
Yeah.
What is this?
Have you seen
really
this, Yamcha?
No.
I'll find the YouTube clip. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
I want to find interesting that they were gonna do a fourth film for this movie.
Really?
But Clint turned it down, I think.
Oh.
So they just didn't make it, I think.
I mean, I think solid choice. End on a high note.
Oh no, I think
I doubt it would have been this good.
It was meant to be a different movie. It was meant to be the role of harmonica for Once Time in the West, but he never took it.
Why'd you have to ping me
he...
for that?
I don't know.
Do what? Oh, the sound. Your acapella.
He does the sounds like perfectly.
I know, it's crazy. It's like a little remix of like all the trilogy songs.
Yeah.
The trumpet noise is so well done.
Yeah, I know. He's so good.
This guy's a Chad.
This is the guy I hope to be when I'm older. Just an old guy playing guitar.
Yeah, I love that clip so much. When he did it, when he did like a studio recording of it, it didn't sound as good. I liked the like the street music like style of it that the guy did. That's kind of what makes it a little bit. I really enjoyed that.
I think I'm watching the studio version at the moment. Yeah, it's good, but not as good.
Yeah, the street version is really good. I like that. Yeah, I enjoy that.
Anyway, we've got way off topic.
Okay.
Okay, so
let's see.
yeah, so Eddie.
Well, I guess we could. What's like okay. There's lots of like little extra things about the movie that we haven't really talked about, which we can just like cover, like that we like and stuff. There's quite a few. I mean, we covered a lot of the scenes, but
yeah. Yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else like specific I'd really.
We talked about the score.
I like
We talked about some of the fun facts about it.
I like the scene where he talks to the chicken, or Tuco talks to the chicken.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's good. Because he's trying to get the attention of his old crew, which he knows is around. Like, like he's like, if they were here, I'd split the money evenly. He's just like looking around, waiting for them. He's like, that was really good. I enjoyed that. All his little scenes are really well done. All his little solo scenes.
If we don't have, unless either of you oh my god, my words aren't coming out right. Unless either of you have anything else to say, do you want to do ratings?
Yeah, I mean, okay. What else can we talk about really?
I
guess we could like cover the personalities of each character. It's like I've written it all down. I've got a whole last document.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as we know of Blondie, he smokes a lot of cigars. He's a very Clint Eastwood actually hates cigars. That's the funny thing about his character. Is that because Sergio made him do so many multiple takes? Yeah, he'd always feel ill after each take because he smoked a cigar in each one. It's really fucking funny. I like that about it. But like obviously, like Blondie, like he just speaks in single lines. It's really funny, and he has these like one-hit lines, like obviously the famous one. And then there are two people in this world. One's with a load of guns, and one's a dick. You dick. Yeah, that he just has one-liners most of the time. Like that's like he's very like calculating and just quiet. And like that's probably what makes his character so like menacing. He's not like he's not like very like obviously a what's it called like a bandit or anything. He's quite well spoken.
Yeah.
And he's quiet, and you'd think he's a normal person, but you could shoot your head off without the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Effortlessly. It's a very cool part. You also you see that he's quite like underneath it all, he's actually quite soft as well, because like we see in the scene where he's like the dying man, like he just he puts a coat around him and he gives him a cigar. I think that's like despite like any of their moral or political differences, about the war or whatever side they're on, and he didn't treat him any different to anyone else, which is quite cool.
Yeah, he like didn't really take a side in it.
And then Tuco is just a sociopath. Literally, he's like he's good, bad. He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
I think like there's information that this is not very like obvious in the movie, but like he's wanted in 14 different countries, and he has 32 charges against him, including murder.
Yeah, I love the like long list of charges. Yeah.
Yeah, like pretending to be a general, and it's fucking funny. Yeah, that was another part. What else do I like about Tuco? Well, like it's mentioned in the movie that when him and his brother were young, his brother went off to be a priest, and he sticked around for his parents until I guess he came back, which he became a bandit. And in the little fight between him and his brother, he talked about how hard his life was because he had to become a criminal to survive. Whereas his brother just became a priest, which was considered an easier way out, really, because he didn't have to do anything to fight for his life or anything. And I guess you see at the end his brother has he feels bad about it, and then Tuco doesn't really hear him say sorry, which is quite sad. Because you don't know if he sees him ever again or not, because obviously there's no other movies.
Yeah.
I like to think that he went to go see him again, but probably not, in Tuco, because he's literally a crazy man, but,
I love when they just start when he's being hanged, like the many times, and they're reading off his crimes, and it's just going on for several minutes.
Yeah, it's just like
it's enough time for like a whole other scene to happen between the short guy and Angel Eyes. Yeah, who, that short guy's the best character in the film.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
The way he puts his head into the door to open it.
Yeah.
Do you think this film will ever get remade? Cause
Hopefully not.
I hope not.
I mean, I hope not.
I mean,
do you think
Clint Eastwood's son does look like him a little bit, but he's done a cosplay of his dad's outfit, and it looks shit. I guess if he used like movie quality props, it would look good, but even though he looks so much like his dad, it just doesn't work for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just...
Oh, his grandson, I think, actually. Sorry. Yeah.
Who owns the rights to this film, do you know?
Is his dad, or is it? I can't remember. No, his dad is Clint, yeah. Because Clint was quite the man. He had very many young wives. Because his son's already 35 and the man's 90. But yeah. You know, 'cause, like, even though Scott Eastwood looks like his dad very much, like he's done like a cosplay of his dad's character. Just he didn't look right. I don't know what it was. I think he's just too modern looking, maybe.
Eastwood. No name.
If you see,
Yeah, I think that's more to do with like the props, really.
yeah, it's a lot of it's to do with like the quality of his props, but like you could tell he probably wouldn't look so good.
I think it would look better if he had more of a beard.
Yeah, if he had the beard. Honestly, actually, now I look at it, no, he probably would. He probably could do it if he had the right props and he had the right beard and everything. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if they do make a
Clint Eastwood's eyebrows.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like the really aggressive eyebrows.
Yeah. But if he squints, he kind of got it. I think actually, no, if they did a continuation movie, I think it probably could work, maybe. But you know, I guess you'd have to see, because it either breaks or makes the breaks the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, but I think the film or the company that owns the rights to GBU is Kino International.
It's MGM in it. I thought it was MGM.
Well, MGM used to, but Kino did the Ultra Blu-ray theatrical release in 2014.
That's on the digital vision as well. Kino, yeah. So,
Kino, true Kino. This proves that it is true Kino.
True Kino.
Only Kino International make true Kino.
Yeah. What's it called? What's his name? Why is my brain blank? Every time I think of him. What's his name? Why am I? Quentin Tarantino helped with the digital remaster, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, this is like his favorite film, I think.
Huh. Yeah, he's inspired by it quite a lot, and The Magnificent Seven. That's where he made The Hateful Eight, the Django.
Yeah.
Those movies, by the way, those are great. I love those movies.
Yeah, Hateful Eight's really good. I haven't seen the other one.
Django's much better, actually.
Oh
wait, no, I've seen Django. I was talking about I haven't seen The Magnificent Seven.
Oh yeah, that movie. Yeah, I need to watch that too. I know of it though.
Yeah, Django I think is Tarantino's second best film.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think Inglourious Basterds is his best. Oh no.
I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the best.
Yes. Apparently that movie isn't as bad as you lot say it is, but I mean I'll have to watch it.
I think it's fine.
It's not them lot. It's just me who says it's bad.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, fuck that movie.
It's good.
It's probably just that it's not as good as some of the other ones. You probably
It's his worst film by. Well, I mean, I haven't seen like Jackie Brown or anything, but I can't imagine it's worse than this.
I need to watch. I want to. Maybe we should do a Tarantino episode.
I would die.
Just do all the Tarantino films in one episode.
Yeah, that'd be pretty epic.
Okay, I think that you would be responsible for my death, whoever suggested that. So.
Good.
um,
So speaking of Tarantino, Ennio Morricone did the soundtrack for Hateful Eight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we say that?
Was that his? I don't think so. But was that his most recent score? Well, obviously he's dead now. But was that his last score?
Let's have a look. He died in 2020. He only died in 2020. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, last year.
Wow.
He was 92.
I didn't even. I thought he died. I thought that. Wow. Yeah. I guess that was probably one of his last scores. Yeah. I assume.
Oh yeah. Well, according to Letterboxd, he's scored 4 things since then. So yeah, it's one of his last.
So wow. Yeah. Yeah.
But none of these I've ever heard of.
What are they?
He made great.
Something called Unity from last year.
Huh.
Something called Bear Signs and Cackleberries.
Well, yeah, he was a great composer. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Really
Black and White Stripes, the Juventus story. I think that looks Italian because it's got a foreign title underneath. And Correspondence, which I think is also Italian.
Yeah. Well, he's Italian, so it makes sense that he makes lots of Italian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For lots of Italian movies. Yeah, I mean, he's a great composer.
Yeah.
Should we talk about some of the reviews that every other place has given it? It's overall good, which I agree with.
I saw this. I'll see if I can. I was looking at the Wikipedia page earlier. Just I'll see if I can find it.
While you're doing that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, I found
Okay.
it. This was from Roger Ebert, who said he gave it. It was a 4-star movie, but he only gave it 3 stars because a spaghetti western could not be art.
What?
No.
No.
Fuck you, bro.
That's his quote from the time.
Racism.
That's some bullshit.
Racism.
Yeah, but for most publishers or whatever, it is very good reviews, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes 97, deserved. IMDb 8.8. Yeah.
Average on Letterboxd is...
Metacritic is 90%. Google audience rating is 4.9 out of 5, and Empire gave it a 5 out of 5, which is reviewed by Kim Newman.
Oh.
So.
I put the quote in the editor room. That's from the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I'll put that on screen when I edit it. Yeah.
Sure.
That's it. That's it. I ain't taking that. That's an asshole thing to say.
Yeah. Yeah, take that, Roger Ebert.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Cancel him.
Cancel.
I think he died
Cancel him.
over 10 years ago. But
Let's cancel a dead man.
We're kind of just dogging on a dead man right now. Yeah. No, but yeah, that his opinion is wrong. He truly is unbased.
Right.
But yeah. I give it
ratings. For
I give it a 10 out of 10 for sure. I love that movie.
I do as well. I think it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's number 10 on my top 50 films. So yeah, I really like it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a 10 out of 10. Because, yeah.
10 out of 10.
Then
Let's see.
Sam did this.
Knowing him, he won't watch it for like another month.
I guess we'll wait.
Yeah. I don't think he'll watch it in time for it to
For
be
now, for now at least, the overall is 10 out of 10.
He still hasn't watched Zorro.
Kiki's Delivery Service or Mask of Zorro.
Yeah, and he did a fucking review of it. It's fucking hilarious. I love that so much. He just found this like fucking bio, whatever. He found like a synopsis review of it or whatever. Just use that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
This is two episodes in a row I've given 10 out of 10s. This is mad.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Buggers.
Whoa. Pug.
Right.
I just had a great
Okay,
idea.
so let's hear it.
Okay, so if we're moving on from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, we should design our own. So you know how there's like the Travis Scott meal and the the BTS meal. We make the Flushed Cast meal.
That apparently the BTS meal is quite good. Like the sauce it comes with is quite nice. The Cajun sauce or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So we need.
It's actually really good.
We need to make our own meal.
I can help you.
Okay. Okay, so first we got the bun.
Ooh.
And then we got the frog.
We're using that sesame.
Sesame bun is at the top.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's inverted.
We're using a frog burger.
Yeah, frog burger.
Frog leg burger.
How do you feel about this bullet?
Feel about what?
A frog burger.
Oh, it's. I mean, I've eaten frog's legs, so I guess that's cannibalism.
Oh yeah. Shit. Cannibal looking ass. The fuck?
Okay, and then what next?
It comes with carrots.
Carrots, yeah, carrots.
Who needs fries when you can have carrots?
Oh, this sounds just delicious.
These also have monkey toes at the top.
And the drink is Oasis.
What?
Nah, Coke Zero.
Wait, do they not have Oasis in America?
No, I don't think so.
Bruh, you missing out. What the fuck?
Send me some in a box.
McDonald's has Oasis in the UK, and it's actually quite good. I enjoy it.
Oh.
I prefer
I'm
Oasis.
just gonna say I don't know what the fuck Oasis is.
How the fuck? Like, do you not go to McDonald's? Are you mad?
Not usually, because I think I really don't like it there. But yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Get Oasis though. It's a good drink.
Uh-huh.
I'll try it out.
Yeah. It was really popular 10 years ago, and it's resurged in popularity a little bit. So I like that drink.
Okay. I've just updated the ranking on the Flushed Cast letterbox page of all the movies. The Good, Bad, the Ugly is at the top.
I'm not surprised.
Tippity top.
Yeah, it beat. It's the only film with a perfect 10 out of 10. The second from the top
assuming Sam is gonna.
Let's just.
I put Sam as an A for now. So
let's just not allow Sam to watch it, so he can't ruin the perfect 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I want him to ruin the perfect 10 out of 10, so that Alien goes back on top.
Shut up.
Oh, fuck you. That movie's ass.
Bruh.
Nah, okay. They're okay. They're okay. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
They're
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess I don't enjoy that genre very much. That's probably what it is.
I guess.
Yeah.
I prefer. I don't think you're not allowed back on the show. This is not acceptable.
Yeah, you're fired.
That's okay. I'll just make you start. I'll just start making you pay for the fucking editing. All right, that's fine. Fuck you.
Why'd you put?
I'm a fucking slave. The fuck. Fuck you, Bob. Well, 10 out of 10. That's nice.
Yeah.
Good movie. Yes.
C.
Papa.
Okay.
Joe.
What?
Do we have anything else to talk about?
Did we get any actual questions? No, we didn't. Do we have any?
We got.
Did we?
Wait, okay, I'll give you a question. Why don't you pay me?
There's this concept called slavery.
Oh no.
And
it's more the fact that we don't make anything. So
yeah, true.
Nah, I'm only joking. I enjoy it.
Yeah. I know.
It's fun. Can I slap your bald head? Yes. If I shave my head, Colgate, I will let you. Is Bullet bald? Yes, he's a frog.
Oh, that answers the other question too. Then I guess.
Yeah, you can slap his head. The fuck is... That's the fucking most. That's a sticker as well. I need to get that. I'm gonna put that around my collar.
I should put that on my laptop. Who out
I'm
of you
gonna
three
get
would win in the fight?
I would probably
Ooh.
die.
that.
Because
I
I'm
think
Yamcha.
Okay,
That's
so
a good point.
I guess we'll Diabolical instead of Sam then. So who out of the three of us?
I mean, I have a brown belt in kickboxing. Yeah.
Okay, you've won.
yeah.
That's more qualification. Than
I'm
either of
skinny at
us.
the moment though. I'm incredibly skinny.
I mean,
Like,
have
probably
you?
people
I'm
crush me.
I'm skinny as what? Fuck.
Have you
too.
seen me?
Uh,
I'm skin and bones.
We're all skin and bones here. I guess I have the most experience fighting. So
Oh
I
wait,
guess I'd be the
Yeah.
shout.
Bullet. We had to convince people that we're Discord mods.
Hey, what is the objectively worst film, and why is it 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yeah, Watto has got on the record saying Fantastic Beasts 2 is a better film than 2001: A Space Odyssey.
And Spirited Away.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've watched any of those movies, but
You've seen
other than
Spirited Away. Yeah.
Other than Spirited Away.
You watch 2001, don't watch Fantastic Beasts 2. That's the only advice I can give you.
I know that movie's meant to be fucking awful.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a decent question from Gardo. What's the most useless sequel to a movie you have ever seen? I know my aunt.
I guess technically
That's
the Dollars trilogy, because it doesn't tie in at all. As much as I love the trilogy.
I guess, but those are like they're good movies. So
yeah, I know.
don't-
Yeah.
Paul,
The
I'd
technically.
say-
Paul Blart 2.
Yeah, I'll agree on that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the 2001 sequel, 2010.
Oh yeah.
Completely pointless.
What's it called?
Yeah. 2010.
I guess Grown Ups 2, because Adam Sandler, I guess. Because
I've seen
Adam
either of
Sandler.
those.
I think. Wait, is that Adam Sandler movie? Oh, am I stupid?
I don't know.
I watched both of them when I was a kid. I probably shouldn't have watched them. Yeah, it is Adam Sandler. No wonder it's so shit.
What is a movie you hate from a director you like, and what's a movie you like from a director you hate? So that's kind of two questions. I can go if you so movie I hate from a director I like. I'll go. I mean, it's a bit unfair to be picky on it because it was like clearly made for nothing. But Stanley Kubrick's first film, Fear and Desire, really shit. But I love Kubrick, so yeah, that's my answer for that one.
I'm gonna have to pull up my letterbox and see.
Mine. A movie I hate by a director I like would probably be Transformers by Michael Bay.
Does that imply you like Michael Bay?
Yeah, I know Michael Bay. I'm a bit like on, but like I know he make okay. I don't because you know to be fair, I do kind of dislike Michael Bay, but he can be. So maybe I'll use that as my film I like actually. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2 by Michael Bay. That's
I think The Rock is his good film.
The Rock's also a good film. Yeah.
Mine would probably be, Batman v Superman.
Oh, Batman vs Man.
Because I like Snyder, but.
Yeah.
I think I'll
what
say
about
the same opinion because I'm not like super, with all the directors and Quentin's movies. I like all of them, and I haven't watched any that I dislike so far. So I'm not going to comment on that. I'd say Batman vs Superman by Schneider. Then I guess that's the best I've got.
What about a movie you like from a director you hate? So the opposite.
Okay, I don't really hate many directors except for Rian Johnson.
But
I guess I have no idea.
No idea.
What directors do I like? No, what directors do I hate even? What do I hate?
So I say he was like what?
I don't know really. There's films I dislike, but I don't really dislike any I mean, I dislike a lot of directors like on a personal level. But
Yeah. Okay. I Okay, as I said, I dislike Michael Bay to a degree, but I love Bad Boys and Bad Boys 1, 2, and I like The Rock as well. Those movies I like a lot, but Michael Bay I'm a bit iffy on, because he can be a bit weird. Quentin's a bit weird as well, but he's made such good movies, I just ignore it. If you could be any character from a film that isn't a superhero movie, who would it be?
Oh.
By the way, I've given you permissions to delete messages, by the way.
Thank you.
You should be able to do that.
I'll be Joker from Joker 2019.
That's a good way to get around it. Well done.
Any film that isn't a superhero movie.
Who would
I'm gonna go Neo
Caesar
from The Matrix.
Well, that's technically a superhero movie because he has superpowers.
No.
I think it means
True.
anything has superpowers. I think that's what it kind of means.
If that's the case, then
I'll be Caesar
I don't know.
from Planet of the Apes.
So you could be fine. I'll be curious.
My God. Okay, let me think about this. There's a lot of characters I think I would like to be.
I'll have I don't know.
Chihiro.
That just sounds scary.
Totoro.
Oh, I've got it. I'll be Mark Zuckerberg from The Social Network, so I can be rich.
Can it be from a documentary? Because I'll be Hayao Miyazaki from The Kings of Dreams and Madness.
I'm sure Jeff Bezos has been in something. I'll be him.
Any good samurai movie? I'll be a samurai. I don't mind.
The Seven Samurai. Be some guy from him there.
Be whoever the main guy in Yojimbo is. I don't.
Mr.
Yojimbo.
do I
don't know.
I'll be Blondie from The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Okay.
Anime. Okay, yeah. I say Banana Fish or Vinland Saga mostly. Like Banana Fish is like super like emotionally a good anime, and Vinland Saga is just cool.
So
It's a cool twist on history, and it represents Wales very nicely. As I said earlier, but we're redoing it. But,
for me, I probably Great Teacher Onizuka. It's a really funny anime. It's about this teacher.
Bro, this shit is like so out of the board. I don't even know what these are.
It's about this teacher who used to be a gang member, and
that's kind of.
And they do all these a ton of funny faces and stuff. I can send one in chat.
I don't watch the anime.
The
Animu.
Enemy.
Okay. What would be the worst movie universe to live in? Can't be horror or anything with supernatural like Lord of the Rings or Marvel.
Should we just remove that and just make it in general? Just.
Okay. What would be the worst movie universe to live in with no specification? I don't know. I like the universe I'm in, so.
I'd say Matrix. That's just scary.
That's supernatural though. Kind of.
That's just
remove that bit.
Ignore that bit. I'd say Matrix.
I don't know, because 99% of people are just gonna think it's the real world in the Matrix, so you'd probably just be one of them. And
yeah, but like
superpowers.
But the idea behind it is, the fact that you're
I think the worst one would be the Terminator universe.
Oh yeah, that one as well. Yeah, that's a pretty. Although the amount of times Arnold goes back and changes the timeline and shit, you'd probably be alright.
I don't know. I think Judgment Day still happens in the most recent timeline. So
for me,
fuck.
The Terminator timeline's a fucking mess.
I'm going to go with.
I think that's the idea behind it. It's meant to be just completely out of whack.
I'm gonna go with the Planet of the Apes since we recently covered that, and it's pretty. It wouldn't be fun to live in.
Oh yeah, that's either you get wiped out or you have to fight monkeys.
Hell yeah.
Monkey society.
Or you join the monkeys.
I'd join the monkeys.
Can you join the monkeys?
Monkey.
Monkey. Why the fuck are you good at that? That's just scary.
Okay. What's your favorite games console?
GameCube.
As I said earlier, nostalgic wise, and the fact that it was my first proper console, I'd say Xbox 360.
I'm gonna go with either the PS5, which I've been loving so far, or the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so either
Nice.
for nostalgia, I'd go with GameCube, and then for just what I've had the most use of is the PS4.
The one I've used most is the PS4, definitely.
Yeah, I use mostly the Xbox One and Xbox
Cringe.
360, but I like all consoles. To be fair, I've also played on the PS4 a lot because my brother has one. And
Yeah.
Stuff. So I mean I hate people that actually care about which console's better or not. At the end of the day, they both have downsides.
Yeah.
They're both just companies that make money. They want to make money, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. What other question did we? I unpinned them immediately after doing them, so I can't remember them. Do you remember what we did?
Oh yeah. What do you think of an 8-film Among Us saga? I think that'd be pretty sus. But
Pretty sus.
What do you think?
Yeah.
One of them is
Sus.
going to be about the twerking Among Us.
Yeah. One's gonna have Big Chungus in it, but
Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
What do you think would what do you think is the what was the other question? What do you think is the most mediocre film of all time?
Yeah. I said Avengers.
Let's
Avengers
see.
Ultron, especially.
Oh yeah, that's pretty mediocre.
I went with I might change my answer.
I found Endgame pretty mediocre as well.
Really?
To be honest.
Oh yeah, I guess so. It's good, but
It was a good tie-up, but it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the movie. It's just it wasn't it was just a bit,
I found it less serious and more just fun.
It
was that was part of it because it was certainly time travel exists. Sounds
Yeah.
so,
it's just a bit of a letdown after
that mediocre
how amazing Infinity War was. It's just kind of a letdown after that, which because Infinity War I'd say is it's definitely the best of the MCU, but I'd say it's probably one of the best superhero films ever made. I'd say.
Yeah.
It's probably my second favorite. I'd put Spider-Man 2 ahead of it.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2 is
amazing. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is really good.
Spider-Man 3 just was
Oh, that was a masterpiece.
Yes,
Spider-Man 3 isn't that bad.
If you just take Tobey Maguire dancing and loop it for 2 hours and that just be the movie, then it's 10 out of 10.
That's perfect. Yeah. That cringe infestation is beautiful.
Favorite movie that begins with the letter B.
I think I put Beauty and the Beast for mine.
Back to the Future.
I love Back to the Future as well. That actually is a show. I think I would say that. Yeah.
I remember last time when we did that question, it took 5 minutes just to find mine.
Yeah, I'd say Back to the Future. Yeah. Why did you say Beauty?
Because it was my highest rated on Letterboxd.
Why is it highest rated on Letterboxd? What the fuck?
Highest rated one that starts with the letter B.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've got it. Okay, this is a question more for Diabolical because me and Yamcha have heard this before. Let's see if Diabolical can figure whatever the fuck this means. Why is it called oven when you of in the cold food of out hot eat the food?
Oh fuck me. Yeah. Well, yeah, the oven of the hot eat food. Yeah. Well, that thing is that, and then that's why it's called that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've posted. There's the. And did I post the question? Yeah, I did. I replied to it, and yeah.
Why is it?
Well. The thing is, yeah, this, that, and then the food and the cold and then yeah, and that's why it's called the oven. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Second
I
answer?
get the question now.
Oh, do you?
Okay, so
Wait,
it's like,
genuinely
so why is it so of n? So why is it of n when it's of cold, of hot?
of cold.
Why is it not called
What?
of cold or of hot if it's
Of
because you put in the old cold food and out of hot food, so it's of so
The fuck are you on about?
so
what the fuck is going on?
so like it could be of hot, not of
No,
N.
stop. My answer was correct.
Fuck you.
I am so
You
confused
gotta
by
understand
both
this
of your
is that, and
answers.
then this, and then to be fair, this, and then that, and then that's why it's called oven. Please keep this in. Please keep this in. It's quite funny.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, yo, he got a point. Yeah, I do got a point. You're right. You can't hear us,
right.
but I got a point.
Yeah, Colgate knows all.
Yeah, he's your hearing or seeing.
Okay, I'm scrolling up.
Let's do the deep one. Do you believe in life after death? Me, no.
I
No.
don't know.
That's a
It's
good
like
answer. That's a good answer.
I'm raised as a Catholic, so I'm supposed to believe it. But
I was
I
meant to
real-
be Catholic, but I just kind of like I never believed in it. I was like, meh.
you go to hell now.
I'm technically agnostic because I'd like to believe it's true. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a hard set atheist, but like I just find it hard to fathom.
I mean,
With
yeah,
all the
it'd be
science
nice
out
if there
there and how vast the universe is, I just can't I can't
It'd
rationalize.
be nice if there
the
was
possibility.
if there was a life after death.
I
but
don't get me wrong.
I
I
don't think there is.
I hope there is, but the likelihood is that there isn't. In my opinion, I respect people that believe in it though, because I think they're a stronger person than me. Because they are able to believe in something that can't be definite. That makes them a better person than me. Like end of. I'm not gonna.
I don't know about that.
No, within reason, as in they have a stronger will than me because they can believe in something. That is likely not true, in my opinion. But quite deep. But yeah, there you go. You wanted that. You asked for it, so fuck you.
This podcast is supposed to flush people, not like get
Yeah,
them
this is meant to make
taught.
you flush. This is meant to make you flush, not suicidal.
Yeah. How do we flush people?
Bullet,
Will you marry me?
Which planet is your favorite? Which planet is my favorite? Uranus. Yeah.
We're just going further and further into insanity.
The
Yeah, I
adult
know.
baby's takeover is off.
What the fuck is going on? Oh yeah. Oh wait. Oh, we answered that one
Okay.
already. Sorry.
Oh, we have a question from Bush. This is from over
Bush?
2 months ago,
Oh yeah. There
like
you go.
2.5 months ago. Opinion on the economic recession of 2009.
Well, this, that, and then this, and then there's that, but then this. So
Hashtag
That's my opinion.
relatable.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
Relatable.
I 100% agree.
I
Yeah.
think it should have happened, and it
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
You know what?
But the thing is, you gotta consider this
You
and that, and then and that as well.
yeah.
But,
I agree.
We should just end this now. This is getting nowhere.
Opinions on the Holocaust.
okay,
no,
let's
no,
just stay away
no.
from that one. It shouldn't have happened. There you go. That's the best we can do with that one.
I mean,
Don't say it. Don't shut up.
Aren't you
Be quiet.
Aren't
Be
you
quiet.
Polish, Yamcha?
yeah, I'm Polish.
Yeah, that's what I say. The fuck.
Okay, we're not gonna get anything else out of this. Let's
This is funny though.
end the recording now. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Flushed Cast. Make sure to check out the description of the video for a link to our Discord server, for a link to Diabolical's YouTube channel, for a link to our Twitter account, which I don't think ever gets used, but you can follow it. and for our link tree, where you can get a bunch of our links. And then, also, we'll put a link there for Mortal Friendship, the new Crowductions short film. Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch that.
You monster.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's like 7 minutes.
Okay, I'll watch it. That's fine. I could not watch what's it called, the Crowman movie. I could not watch that.
Crowman, The Case of the Crooked California Nazis. I think is that the title?
Yeah, something like that. I couldn't watch it. I just couldn't.
Well, don't say that. Don't say that in the episode. We're supposed to be sponsored by them.
The movie is great. Both movies are brilliant masterpieces. I'd say they're better than even Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
I'm not. There's not a gun to my head right now. These are all my opinions. The movie.
Jack looks in the room behind you.
The movies are great. Okay, they're good. They're good.
Okay. So.
Okay.
I've been Bullet.
I've been Yamcha.
And I've been Diabolical. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.